Well, I just got up from my afternoon nap. I made myself some hamburger and noodles mixed with mushrooms and all types of goodies and green peppers, and I finished that. And I had an inspirational thought way out in left field, right field, and beyond the ballpark. I thought, why don't I run for President of the United States? My name is Charles Earl Harvey. And why should I run for the President of the United States? Well, because I've looked into my heart and my soul, and I know how much I care for people in this country. And I'm far from perfect. I mean, I would spend no money on the campaign other than occasional video like this, which is free. I'd like you people to prove that anybody can be President of the United States. Bush proved that. Now I'd like to prove something that's never been done. That's a candidate that has sinned, made mistakes. 50 years ago, went to jail for 6 months. Was a chronic alcoholic for 20 years, on Skid Row twice. My background, I was abandoned by my mother, my father. I didn't know I had a missing sister till 50 years later, 2 years younger than me. And when I found her, she was in a wheelchair. I suffered physical, mental, and sexual abuse until age 16. 2 years I got drunk and in trouble in the Navy and got kicked out with an undesirable discharge. And I went downhill for 20 years, landing on Skid Row. But I picked myself up in 1979, February 22nd at 5:55 p.m. That's the last drink I had 32 years ago. And the main message is that even though I was a person that made a lot of mistakes, I've learned from those mistakes. And in 32 years of sobriety, in my recovery, I've made monumental changes of myself. And when I got help and started working in the community and helping others, people wrote letters to the United States Navy and they reversed it, giving me an honorable benefits. I went back to high school and 3 colleges, finishing them in 6 years with a 3.5 out of 4-point grade average. I was an honest politician. I was a police officer after that. I became a clinical therapist working with substance abuse and abuse children as well as adults. And the reason I make a good president is because I'm you. I'm the basic average citizen that has made mistakes. I'm not tooting my horn about my great achievements and credentials. What I am tooting is the fact that I would vote as an average person on the street. I would think about the average person, which had been neglected for 100 years. And I'll be happy, if anybody's interested, to tell you the policies that I would implement. And you know, one of my idols is Jesus Christ, and everybody thinks highly of him. I'm a spiritual person, not religious. But, you know, he didn't hang around with the righteous and the rich. He hung around with the poor. He hung around with the sinners. And I could make drastic changes in this government that we could be strong again. We could have respect again and stay out of the world's problems unless they're at my doorstep. You know, let me know what you think. You know, this is my first video. There'll be other videos continued telling you the type of policies and the things that I would do. So, with that, I will say to all my Facebook friends and whoever watches this, think about writing me in the next election, Charles Earl Harvey, and prove that the average person at the poll can make a difference and have a candidate that doesn't make empty promises, but will deliver to you honesty and caring with no secrets and letting the people know exactly what's going on and to listen to you. So, until my next video, this is Charles Earl Harvey, page 3, the rest of the story.